Hi folks, car going by. Gonna do a Wyomissing walk again. This time instead of driving down, I'm walking from the house down. It's a Sunday. I had scheduled to go ice fishing up north. And stand by, I'm going to switch this back to Smart Auto. Alright, we've got it quite busy today. Switch to Smart Auto, let's see if that does any better. I'm going to be going through Wyomissing again, this time taking a different route. As soon as this car passes, I'm going to give you a shot of what this thing looks like. There's our Wyomissing sign. Welcome to Wyomissing. That mountain right there is the one I'm going to be going up and back and over that hill. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice walk. And as you can see, it's snow covered. Well, as I was saying, I had scheduled to go ice fishing. I was going to leave today. I was going to go up to Hazleton, New Pennsylvania, up near the Wallenpaupack Lake, and also to Tuscarora and Locust Lake, which I have videos on here already about it. But I needed to get out and walk a little bit. Getting a little apathy in the legs. Didn't want to move. Hang on. And there's the parking lot right there at the center where I parked before and walked. And this time I took off right from the house. So we're gonna give us a little bit of time. I have 2:38, and it was about 2:30 when I took off, but I had to readjust my pack. I've got my new bladder. I have my new rucksack, and this will be my first try with them. I wanted to do it somewhere local in case there was problems, and I've already found a small problem that adjusting it right with coats on. I'm beginning to believe this might be a better rucksack for the summertime. I might go back to one of my other ones just for another winter walk with the grandson. So I'll be crossing the highway here and going up to where I parked before. Nobody coming. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to take a short break here until I get up to the parking lot. Here's the road I'll show you we're going up to. That parking lot will be up there on the left. So we're trying. I have a little problem already with the rucksack. The feeling of it. Could be that I'm just not used to it. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to cut across the snow yet, but I will be shortly. Break time. All right, talking into my camera now. I got cross-country skiers going by, and I guess they're getting out here now because we are due some heavy snows. Like I said, I saw it was 4 to 6. Yeah, I just got a report that it was supposed to be 4 to 6. Be right back. Oh. Okay. Took a little bit of a different path than I did last time. We're up underneath the pines, hemlocks, spruce. We're up underneath all these. It's a beautiful sight, I gotta tell you. It's a beautiful sight. Had to adjust the strap. No idea where the path goes here, but looking underneath the snow, you can see a lot of people have walked here, and that's really icy. So I'm just following their footsteps. I've never been this route. I got both the watch and the GPS working. It's a beautiful sight. Little on the chilly side. Yesterday morning we had 11 degrees. This morning we had 17. So nothing's really melting. They're saying the temperature's supposed to go up to 38 when it snows. But I can't say I believe it. We are right on the snow, ice, freezing rain, sleet area. So we're gonna have to see what we get. But this is nice. This is really, really nice. Okay, I'll be back to you in a little bit. We have a lot of people out here right now. I turned you back on for a minute to show, still walking on the same path, but to our left where I showed you those people is a huge field. And I'm kind of hoping this path takes me completely around that field. Only time will tell. We'll have to see. Very interesting little roadways that go through here. Hey, listen, I have to thank a couple of people on here, give a shout out to, first of all, Luke, who does answer his internet, does answer his Facebook accounts. Very happy with you. I want to thank you for that, Luke. Second one I want to talk to is Gulrica. Thank you so much for the answers. That's important to guys like us. We enjoy your videos, and I know I'm not up to par like you guys are, but I'm still in the learning process. It's only in fact, May will be my first complete year of videotaping. Now I'm going to turn you around. I got a dog and people running up here. Just so you know, gonna have to watch myself. But the last one is Kullcraven, I think it is, or Kullraven. I'm sorry, memory ain't what it used to be. But I want to thank all you guys for coming back to me and watching my videos. There's probably 5 to 6 more out there that I just don't remember their names. All right. Well, I believe I was correct. I come out on the private street here to walk down toward the creek, but I don't see much in the way of paths coming down this way of people walking, so the wind caused this mighty snowdrift right here, and you can see it's about 3.5 foot high. There's a lot of walkers out today prior to this snowstorm coming in. Okay, I'm back at you. I just need to show you something. Down the hill there is the Wyomissing Creek, which eventually flows into the Hocking Creek. But we're on private land, and yeah, we even have cars going by up here. A lot of walkers. Way out there in the distance, you can see some more. It's a beautiful little area. I hope I can cut through to get back up to that side of the path. But as you can see, the snow drifting right here from that high wind we had. But talk about a pretty scene. There it is, the creek flowing below us. That's what you really call picturesque. Anyways, I don't know if I explained the rest of my trip to you. I have to give a shout out to Hampton Inn up in Hazleton. I want to really thank them. I made a mistake of reserving my room, and we didn't know anything about this snowfall coming in when I did. Well, 2 days ago, they announced this possible extreme heavy snow, anywhere from 4 to 12 inches here locally, and 12 plus up in Hazleton. That's Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Well, I called the number they had on the reservation sheet that I printed out, which at the bottom, you don't know until you do it, so I'm kind of warning everybody. It says non-transferable and non-refundable. Didn't see that till it was printed out and paid for. So I called the number and I got a hold of their corporate office. Don't know where that's at. but got a hold of their corporate office and talked to them. Stand by. I explained the situation to the man on the other end of the line at the corporate center, and I didn't know it was corporate. I thought I was calling the Hampton up there in Hazleton, but explained to him that I'm in Pennsylvania once I realized he wasn't here, that we are due an extreme snowstorm, at which time Hazleton sits on top of a mountain. It's probably the highest city in Pennsylvania, complete city, the highest elevation. Well, he asked me if I would hold on the line for 3 minutes, that he would get back to me. Well, I did. I sat back figuring, all right, I lost this. What he did was call the hotel in Hazleton and requested me be refunded. Well, I was pleasantly surprised. I do like the Hampton Inn. They have a beautiful breakfast niche up there. It's expansive. They have everything you can think of for breakfast, from all the meats to include sausage gravy, pancakes, French toast, all the fruit bowls you want to eat, included in your room price. Connected is a restaurant bar that serves outstanding food. Up in Hazleton, right off of Route 93. Hello. There is a seafood bar that serves outstanding meals, and they serve Prince William steamed clams. Now, I ate, I guess it was 4 dozen, maybe more, 6 dozen last year, and they melt in your mouth. They are so good. So I wanted to go back. Well, I explained to him that I would be going back ice fishing, but put together 12 inches of snow on top of a lake that's frozen probably now a good 11 inches thick that I would have to cut through. That's a whole lot of cutting just to drill one hole. So I decided to cancel. I did get my refund back. So thankful for that. And being that I was all keyed up to go, I had the sled with all my fishing gear in it. I even bought the minnows. I'm taking care of them the best I can. Had my rucksack ready in case I wanted to walk up there. Well, Mother Nature ruined my plans. So I'm out here now, right before this storm comes through. And guys, I'm actually going to say I feel like I'm a little lost. I don't know which way the road goes. I don't know how I can get back over to Wyomissing unless I just turn around and go back up. I know this follows the creek all the way down to where I've been letting my squirrels go, and that's another story. I like feeding the birds. And on my deck, I've been getting these troublesome squirrels who have been chewing through all my stuff. Looks like we still are on the path here. We're still in the Wyomissing area, and that looks like that path goes straight down on this side. But I want to try to get back up to my truck area, so I might have to walk out of here, but we're going to go this way, being that I don't know where I'm at. I've lived this close for how many years, and I've never seen this area. Anyways, I've caught 14 squirrels in a live trap. I've taken them down to the Reading Museum, and prior to letting them go, I've been spraying a red dot on their right butt. The ranger got a good laugh out of it, saying one of these times someone's going to call and say, we have a brand new breed of squirrel running through the museum that are growing red dots on their butts. It's just something to think about. But at least I'm being nice and letting them go. I'll show you the live trap. I'll put a still picture of a couple of the 14 that I did catch and let go. But right now, climbing this hill, I got to take a break from talking. Well, I was kind of correct. Here's the upper border of that large field. Well, my problem is It brought me up to a Wyomissing home. Well, there's somebody home, but and there is a fence down here. So I don't know if I can get down or not. We got a lot of squirrels running around down here too. Very pretty. I don't know if I can get through. Now there's where I wanted to be. So I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit so I can hit that path. How to show you. Stopping along the road in the creek. Had a nice flock of ducks still wintering right here. They didn't go nowhere. I guess they got plenty of food. But they were swimming in the creek. And as you can tell, I'm backtracking. I'm going back up the road to get to that field that's fenced for these houses. Let you know, it should be right at those 3 trees sticking out up there. We'll see if I can take a right turn there. I was walking up the road and I was getting hit with nutshells. I couldn't find him at first because I was under him. But there he is on a branch. I wish he'd turn around so I could see if he's got a red dot in his butt. But I doubt it. He's eating away at that nut, I'll tell you. I sure would like to see the deer we got up here. But with so many people walking around, I don't think so. All right. We're getting real close to those 3 trees, so I'm going to take a right turn. Okay, I did it. Climbed a little bit of a snow drift we have. There's where everybody else walked through. And like I said, I wanted to go up around this side of the field. So we're going to climb a little bit of hill. And when I get up even with that house that I was on the other side, I'll give you a shot of where I was. Okay, walking up the path. I believe I got to one of those houses that I passed going up and down. The one I want is still up here on the hill. Well, there's something you don't know. I'm on the other side now. That house is right through those trees. And I was up on top of that hill, but I never saw that gate. Had I seen the gate, of course, I'd have come down through there. But I didn't want to really walk on their land. It's private property. I'm on the Wyomissing area now, so here's that large field I was talking about. Walked all the way around it, plus, and I'm at 1.5 miles, mile 6 right now because of that little extra jaunt I took. So we're going to go up here and take a right turn. Okay, I stopped for a minute. I want to talk about this new rucksack. At first, I was a little disturbed putting it on. I was a little bit on the uncomfortable side. But like they say, you got to get used to everything. So now I've been walking for almost 2 miles. And I had my bladder filled. I had about 1.3 liters in it. Put in the rucksack. Got my watering tube with a bite valve on the end. I'm very happy with it. It's very comfortable. Got a lot of extra stuff hanging off of it. But I'm very, very happy with it. I can't get over how comfortable this thing is. So, I'm just about back to where I was a couple weeks ago when I filmed Wyomissing. Okay, now I know I'm back. It passed through this little breakaway. And if you remember, there's the can holder and the sign for Summit Trail. Now I'm going to take Summit Trail, but instead of coming back this way, I'm going to get down and walk along Cambridge, which is where I live, and which is where I saw the deer. I doubt if we'll see them today, but I have seen tracks everywhere. These deer go everywhere in here. It's their own private little area. Okay. Okay, battery's starting to go down because of the cold. But right here is that area where I took the left turn and went down that way. And that one goes down to the school buses and that big bench that I showed you that they made for some memorial. Way out in the distance, the mountains, you can see Mount Penn in Reading, PA. You can't see Mount Neversink, it's to the right. Mount Penn is right in here. Neversink is over in this area behind these trees. So next time I turn this off, it's time to change the battery. Here we go again. Okay, I'm back. Battery's changed. I'm a little concerned. I was able to walk almost all around one of the paths down at French Creek with one of these batteries. And it's a Samsung, like I explained before, camcorder. It's a digital. It does tape in 1080. And I'm very happy with what it's done for me so far. But I've had to hook up a power pack to it, so when both batteries go low, I can still film. I did go out and purchase 2 more power packs at Radio Shack at a reduced rate because they're having problems. So I got them at 60% off, charged them up on the computer, and they are ready to go. So far I'm happy with them. I also bought another one that I have taped to the monopole that I can just plug into. Again, a power pack that runs on 3 AAA batteries. Now I'm hearing a whole lot of movement here in the woods. I couldn't tell you what it is. Could be birds, could be squirrels, could be deer. Don't know. Wish it was deer. A lot of squirrels out today. There goes one down that tree right there. Right there. Across the land. Into the bushes. Could have been what I was hearing. But he was up that large tree right there. And I hear more. There's something sitting on one of the branches up there eating a nut. You can hear him at a distance. And this guy here just went up another tree. But I tell you what, it's fun walking in the snow, I must say. We got this snow a week ago. Not quite a week ago, but we got it Wednesday, Thursday time period. And as you can see, we got about 5.5, 6 inches. But it's very comfortable to walk in. Temperature is showing 31 degrees. I got a nifty little Christmas present, which is right there. It's a Dakota timepiece. It has the barometer. It has the temperature, the time, and the weather forecast. It's showing very cloudy, and it'll show if you're going to get rain or snow with the little marks on it. Very interesting. I got it for Christmas. I carry it now. I also do carry my watch on this shoulder. As I stated before, the GPS watch I'm wearing doesn't show the time while you're walking. It shows how long you've walked, and it shows how far you've walked. Now, it has options on there as to what you want to show. But since I have the other watches and I have this Dakota time clip, I figure I'll just use the GPS watch, for my mileage and my time walking. That is more of an interest to me. Now at the end, as you can tell with all my other videos, I was able to tell how many calories I burned, because this watch also tells you what the elevation was that you climbed and descended. And I was surprised in how many calories you actually burn while on these walks up and down these hills. Now, I had a long talk with my PA up in the Lebanon VA Med Center, and she claimed that exercise doesn't have a lot to do with your gaining or losing weight, but what you eat in the way of sugars, carbohydrates, fats. If you watch your fat intake and you watch your carb intake, arm is getting a little sore. I have to switch sides here. If you watch your carb intake, your sugars, of course, you will lose more weight. And she told me about a trick of 7. You take 7 times your weight and multiply it, and whatever that answer is, in my case it's about 1596 calories. As long as I eat less than 1596 calories a day, not the 2000 like the doctors say, I will lose weight. If I stay near it, I'll stay the same way I am. But these walks will burn calories. Everybody knows that. So you take calories burned, add it to the 1596 in my case, and that's what you can eat that day. My thought is, I'm burning those calories so I can eat up to 1596 and stay the same. Of course, you have to be very diet conscious and watch your intake, watch your walks like I'm doing. You can control everything. Good old Marie Osmond on TV right now, coming out with this product that she lost 50 pounds. Well, I refuse to starve myself. I like eating what I eat, but I like controlling what I eat. Smaller portions and less carbs, less sugar. I've stopped the sugar. I'm using Splenda. Can't say any of them are any good, but in my case, sugar was the worst. I started getting close to diabetic too, so I had to do something. But my goal now is to lose the belly. The rest of me I'm very happy with. I'm doing a good job. I'm proud of myself. Gonna take a break now and catch my wind. Here's a pretty sight when they started growing these trees. As you can see, I'm on the path heading down toward the road. That's the road I started on. Lots of cars. But this is a very pretty sight, the way they planted these trees. And if you look at the ground, you'll see deer track everywhere. They hide in here when the snow hits. They have their little homes. They know where they're going. This is a very soothing area. Okay, we're actually starting to come to the end of this thing. Right there's where I went in, at the brick wall behind those trees. And I walked up that road to the parking lot and then went in where that car's coming from right now. So I got to climb that hill to the house. Snow is a little bit deeper here, a little bit harder to walk. Okay, there's my hill. Right where that car brake lights are is where I live. Climb this thing, we'll all be done. I'll give you the readout. I am at a little over 2.25 miles right now. See what happens when we get up there. Okay, I'm back at the truck. That was 2.57 miles. Took an hour and 9 minutes. Burned 335 calories according to the GPS watch. I'll have to check the eTrex 20 to see how far I did. But I'm back at the house. There's my truck. And spinning this around, I walked from there all the way down there and then back up this path on this side and then back up this little hill. So I made a large circle plus that little spur I had where I got off the road a little bit. Anyways, we're at the end of today. It is February 1st, 2015. Thank you all for watching. As I said before, I'll say it again. Stay strong, patient, and trust your journey. You will return.